We just finished pulling off the surprise of the century for my husband, Keith Nordstrom. So here's the story. It started out about 29 years ago when I met this incredible man. Some women marry bankers and lawyers. I married a car dude. My husband loves cars. He got his first car at 16. It was a Sprint in the back of his friend's property with chickens growing in the back of it. He took it home, he tore it all apart, he rebuilt this whole car, and it was his pride and joy, his little Sprint. He worked on the engine, he pulled it apart, he just did an amazing job. And his dad owned a Chevron station, and so cars were kind of their life. And Dan is Keith's brother, and his dad, Stan, they did everything together. They rode bikes together, they fixed their Mustangs up together, and the story goes that Keith actually had a 66 Mustang and loved to work on that at the station, and his brother had a 67 Mustang that he worked on, and his dad had a 68 Mustang. So they were all very similar, and this was just a Mustang family. Need I say more? Keith loved his Mustang. For birthday presents, for Christmas presents, his mom and dad gave him stuff for his special Mustang. He got a dashboard one year for Christmas, and then on his 21st birthday, they got him some cool tires, and Keith spent lots of time getting hooped up parts and making his Mustang really special. For instance, he put in nitrous oxide to make it go extra fast, and then he put in this amazing engine that was just killer, and he just had a lot of pride and joy for his awesome Mustang. And his dad sold his station, so we really didn't have a lift or a garage to work on his car anymore. And so we had gotten married, and it had been sitting in our garage for quite a few years. And Keith decided, I don't understand why, but he decided he wanted a Harley Davidson instead of a Mustang. So he actually made up a listing and sold his Mustang in 1993 for $3,900. Probably one of the first fights we ever had. But anyways, that's another story. So he sold his pride and joy Mustang, and I never heard the end of it. He'd say things like, oh, I never should have sold my Mustang. Oh, I miss my Mustang. But, you know, it was gone. Nothing he could do. Then we bought our own service station in, 97. And Keith found this 69 convertible Cadillac. And it was a piece of junk in my opinion, but he loved it, and he started working on it, and he took everything out from underneath the hood and replaced everything, and all the brakes and all the belts and hoses and engine rebuilt and everything you can do to it. He actually even took it into the body shop, had all the rust cut out, and now it's primer gray, and someday he's going to redo this. Currently, it is in his brother's garage, and one of these days he would like to finish it. So Keith actually was talking to me one day about Keith and Jake to have a project. So our son is going to be 15 soon, and so they have been starting to talk about cars and what we're going to do with cars and what kind of car we're going to buy him for his 16th birthday, haha. And Keith said, hey, I think I'm going to fix up the Cadillac with Jake and teach him how to work on cars, and then he can have a really cool car when he's 16. I'm not thinking a 16-year-old wants a 69 convertible Cadillac to drive. So very delicately, I sat down with Keith and said, Keith, what are you thinking? You're a Mustang guy. You are not a 69 convertible Cadillac guy. And Jake is not going to want to drive a 69 convertible Cadillac. He's going to want to drive a Mustang. So why don't you go out there, find an old Mustang, fix it up with Jake like you did with your brother and with your dad, and do something really special with Jake and fix it up. And so he started going online and looking for Mustangs, and the Mustangs he were finding were like $4,500 or $5,000 Idaho, and they had rust in the bottom and this and that. And anyways, he started his quest. And then one day he said, well, I'm going to go over to the Good Guys car show in Pleasanton for the day. And I said, great. So that night I was laying in bed, knowing he was going the next day, thinking, I'm going to make up a little list of improvements on his Cadillac and make up a little brochure for him. And maybe when he's at this car show, he might find somebody who's interested in buying a Cadillac. I'm not into the Cadillac, as you could imagine. Anyways, he loves it. So I got up early in the morning and I made up this brochure for him to bring to the car show. Well, while I was in this old file that it was Keith's Cars, I found this receipt for $3,900 for the Mustang with a name on it, Ralph Ianni. And I thought, So I had thought about this before, and I kind of mentioned it to Keith, and we kind of blew it off, and I thought, gosh, I'm just going to do a little research. So as Keith is still asleep in bed, I start researching Mr. Ianni's name and found out that he had passed away a few years ago in 2007. So I was bummed, but it was kind of a long shot anyways. But in the obituary, it had his kids' names. So I kind of Googled on his kids, and I was just kind of doing a little Google searching. And before I knew it, I took some names and I put them in Facebook and started researching Ianni's. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to just type a couple of letters to these people, and if somebody answers, great. If they don't, that's fine too. Before I knew it, I had copied and pasted a little note out to probably 40 or 50 people, just saying, hey, if you know of Ralph Ianni in Jackson, California, could you please, connect us or something like that. And a few days later, I got a response saying that somebody was a cousin and they were passing on my message. And then I got an email from Ralph Ianni Jr. telling me that his dad did collect cars, and what car was I looking for. So we had a little back and forth, and I kind of told him about the car and what I had done, and he mentioned that they had the car still in their garage, and they would be willing to sell it for fair market value. Now, I wasn't sure if I was excited or scared to death. I think I was more scared to death at that point. I didn't actually mean to find the car. It was an accident. But then when I did, I thought, oh my gosh, they're going to want a bloody fortune for this car. And anyways, they gave us a price, and it seemed a little higher than I was expecting. I was kind of hoping not to have to pay more than $10,000 for a car, but they wanted 15, and this car was going to have sentimental value. So at that point, I knew I needed to make this special. So I called Keith's brother, and who lives in Reading, and told him the whole story, and he of course was very excited, and we made a plan. So the plan was that Dan and his dad were going to drive to meet Jake and I in Jackson, California. Now, I needed an excuse to get out of town, so I told Keith that I had a Coldwell Banker meeting in Sacramento on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on the weekend of Thanksgiving, which never would have happened, but my boss, Kate, wrote me a little email and asked me to be there and really appreciated my time. Thank you, Kate, for your help. And then Stan and Dan got in the truck at 5 a.m. and drove to Jackson and met Jake and I at the Waffle House. While at the Waffle House, we made our little plan of attack, and here is the story and how it unveiled. I think you're really going to enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. Okay, it's 6 a.m. Jake and I are on the road. Just picked Jake up from Jack's house. He is sleeping in the back seat. Got to the address in GPS. And we are off to Jackson, California. Exciting. We're here at the waffle shop. That's perfect.
It's gonna be badass.
At the same time, how's that sound? That'd be great.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow.
This is what I remember. See, your dad used to be pretty hot stuff, huh? Yeah, well.
Yeah, and you know what? That might be what? One semester? The way college is now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Especially when you got a smart kid.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi. Okay, I have Jake calling him right now, so we'll handle it right now. Thanks.
I'm not with Jack right now.
Okay. You're not with Jack? Okay, you better call Jack and say Dad's coming over. Say, oh, he went shopping at the mall with the girls.
Jack, please don't be playing Call of Duty. This sucks.
Sorry. Say, Mom said I could.
Jack?
Simone's parents will drop him off. Period. Can't talk now. In a meeting. Period. Love you. Period.
If we pull this off, that'd be...
Oh, that's nice. I forgot to tell you that I said Jake could go shopping with the girls this afternoon. I told him to be home by 3 o'clock. Simone's parents will drop him off. Can't talk now in a meeting. Okay, well, let's try. It is what it is.
I'm just going to see if it's going to turn over. See, it's ready to start. If that stupid starter will stay together. Let me pump it a couple of times, see what happens. He's probably laughing at me.
No, he's helping us.
I always get that impression from my dad.
He's helping. See, I told ya.
Oops.
You're not helping, Dan. Okay.
Okay, so Jack tells me, alright, he came by and it's all good. My mom said that we don't know what time you're coming back, but went along with the story. And then Dad said, sorry I forgot you were shopping. Got me an air ride for the Cadillac and a stainless coffee machine. So I think that we're...
Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Woo! Close one.
And And a Dyson cordless vacuum.
Oh, okay. You know who does the cleaning in our house.
They were always going back and forth.
Yeah.
One's a Chevy guy, one's a Ford guy.
race?
Okay, so wait, time out.
Any of these streets up here.
The airport. If you're gonna do this, or if you're gonna work them over a little more, we need to decide because it's gonna be like.
Yeah, it's up to you. You make the
Otherwise-
decision.
Make your decision
Look at
and-
the other
Okay,
car.
so I'm just going to be straight and skinny with you. If you guys are saying 13.5 is it, I really wanted to play no more than 12. And that's what I came here thinking, oh, I hope they sell it to me for 12,000. That's really what in my heart I was hoping that you would do. If you're telling me it's 13.5 and that is your bottom number, then I'm going to pay it. But
Well, how about split the difference, make it 13? And
Make it
that's
13.
would you be okay with that?
I'll be okay with that.
I think we should do it, Dan.
It's your money, sweetheart.
It's my husband's old
I understand,
car.
and
But-
I have to do this for
That's why
him.
you're gonna. Pay
I mean,
I'll tell you what, think about it.
No, we want to do it.
Oh, okay.
So guys, I have a big surprise set up for my husband tonight because we were bringing home a car. I would really love it if I could take the car.
Oh, okay. You know what?
I'll pay you, I'll take the
Yeah,
car and then
let's
we
do
can
that,
get
yeah.
it worked
Take the
out.
car.
I would, anything
Yeah.
you could do,
No,
I'd
just take it.
No,
appreciate
no.
it.
No, let's do that.
I
Yeah, I
would
don't want to wreck a.
Okay, Uncle Dan.
You're short.
I'm short. Are you sure? I don't think so. We'll need to count it again.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. We don't want to be pushing on fiberglass. There's a frame in the front that all the suspension and the engine are bolted to, and then there's another frame in the back that the rear end and stuff is bolted to.
These back here.
Your father, back in the day, installed what are called subframe connectors, which means the front and the back are welded together. Now the subframes, even though they're steel, they're actually relatively soft, and if you put the jack in the wrong place, you'll crush them. So what you want to do is, on these particular cars, the little disc right here, you want to put it right just back of that point, okay? So go ahead and
Certainly enough.
jack up. Now this right here, this is a fuel line, so you don't want to crush it, okay? Go ahead, jack it up. Is it tight? You gotta tighten it. There you go. Crank her up. Go ahead. Alright, there. Now go. All the way up. All the way up. And you don't want to yank down on it, because that's bad for the seals in the jack. All the way up and all the way down. Good job. Keep going. That's sweet. Freon tank for air. I like that.
That was one of my dad's touches.
He's pretty clever. Okay.
I wish I could give him a hug.
Good. Now, very slowly unscrew.
He like that.
Too fast because it'll drop.
I'm sure he's smiling on it.
I think he sent us here.
Pull it out of there. Make sure it's down all the way. Pull it out of there.
Good job.
Now we're
Good
gonna.
job.
When I tell you, okay, now turn left a little bit. That's good right there. We lined up on the right, left, turn left, turn left. Okay, that's good enough. Come on straight ahead. You ready? All right, let's back it off a little bit. Take a run. You ready? Go. Are we in the middle of the trailer canvas?
Yeah.
Step on the brake. Keep your foot on the brake.
Good job.
I want to thank you guys very much for the Mustang. It's gonna be so special for my dad. It's gonna be really fun for me to fix up, and he's gonna be teaching me all this stuff, and it's gonna be really awesome. And I'm just so glad that I found you guys, and that we can make it possible. So
Well, we're very glad it's going back to its original owner.
I'm sure he'll be glad
So,
too.
and I think you guys you're gonna have a lot of fun with your dad. So,
Yeah, I will.
but always remember, listen to your dad, and listen to your mom too.
Yeah, you know.
I didn't pay him to say that,
That's
Jake.
coming from age and experience.
So,
All right. Thank you very much.
you guys can count that.
Oh, we trust you. We
Thank
trust
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
One hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Fine.
And what do we have here? Hello, Mr. Nordstrom. Hi, guys.
Sorry, it's so dark out.
So what's up?
We bought you something.
You did? What'd you buy me?
Buy you a coffee machine, Dad.
Really?
Buy you that coffee machine you've always wanted.
What about my vacuum?
Oh.
Uncover it, uncover it, uncover it.
I know.
Hey, buddy. Fine. Good to see you too.
There's somebody else.
Behind you.
Oh,
Wait.
thanks, Emily.
Watch out, Stan. Be careful.
How you doing?
Jake.
You come down for your boots?
Yeah, you got him?
I do. Oh. All right, so can I uncover this?
You can.
What is it, Keith? What do you think it is?
Well, this looks like a Mustang.
Yeah, what Mustang?
Yeah, wow, I recognize that.
Yeah, what Mustang is this, Keith?
Wow.
What Mustang is it?
What Mustang is it, Keith? What Mustang is it?
What's my old Mustang?
Best wife in the world.
I bought your Mustang back.
Guess what? It runs.
And it's cool.
I know it is. I was always afraid to get a ticket.
Here, you take this light.
What, there's no interior light?
Just give me that.
Sorry, we were supposed to be back at 3:30, but it took a little longer than I thought.
So let's see, 6-point roll cage, Doug Nash 5-speed. Willwood disc brakes,
9-inch posi.
Detroit Lockhart, Summers Brothers 31 spline axles, Coney shocks, sway bar.
All the parts that you gave the guy when you sold the car,
Yeah.
they're still in the boxes and they're in the back of the truck. The racing seat's back there, the fuel cell's back there, the Predator carburetor is still in the box.
Well, he changed the hood.
He did. He got a dent in it, so his dad replaced.
Oh, it's wired. Hang on a second. I wired
You
it.
don't have to.
Yeah, we wired it because so it wouldn't fly on the freeway. Do you
So how
like?
was shopping, Jakester?
Oh, it was great.
So I went over to Jack Eiler's house today to pick up Jake. And I
Yeah.
knocked on the door. Monica's like, Jake's shopping with Simone and everybody. I said, oh, okay, I forgot all about that. She was pretty cool.
Good.
So you didn't have any idea?
Well, you know,
You knew something was going on.
in the back of my mind, I was trying to think. I couldn't believe, because my wife said something about, well, you know, like when this started here months ago, we said something about, well, maybe I can contact the guy about your Mustang.
I did say that. I'm so bummed I said that too.
And
Well,
I'm
I didn't know that this was going to happen.
And my thought was, but God, the guy would want just like $1 bazillion. He's
He
probably
did.
Got it.
He got it.
Got it finished.
He
Tell me
wanted a
what-
lot.
What'd you pay for it?
I paid 13.
Wow. All right. I think it's a great
You
deal.
basically, you're really only into it for 9 because he gave Keith 4 to begin with, 5. What would you?
I don't remember.
$3,900
Is that what it was?
is what he
So
gave
4
you.
of 13 means you only paid 9 for it.
I haven't seen her garage this clean in a long time.
Did I do good?
You did, like, totally awesome. Like, beyond. So how was your meeting today? You're too funny.
You're not on overhauling though.
That's okay, this is even better. I planned on meeting Chip Fu someday and say, you know, my wife car wanted my car put on your show, but something even better happens.
Gasoline!
So those are tail lights out of a 1955 T-Bird. They're called sequential lights. They start in the middle, and then 2 light, then 3 light, then all 4 light. The chance of this thing coming loose and coming out of the shredder was slim to none.
No, like I said,
And then I asked him if he would wire the hood shut so it wouldn't fly off.
I told him he changed the hood because I used to have a
He did.
GT350 Shelby hood on it with a little tiny scoop.
Yeah, he said it got a dent in it, and so his dad replaced it.
Well, it was fiberglass. It couldn't. Well, maybe I had a metal hood and they put the scoop on it. Brakes are hard as a rock. I feel good.
are they? Good. Okay.
Okay, so we're out of gear.
You're off. Let it go. Seems like he had to pump it, Keith, but I'm not doing that. Are all the wires on the battery?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a battery problem. It's the starter.
No, I was thinking about the fuel pump, because I don't hear the fuel pump.
Well, it used to have a mechanical fuel pump.
It's got an electric one now.
See that light? Like I've got oil pressure.
Oh yeah, you got God's.
Oh, darn it.
That's alright, I'll start.
We were close.
Turn your lights off. Look at that, garage done its own power, yeah.
Woo!
Those are cool.
Oh. Running a little rich, honey.
Sweet, dude.
I gotta fix that. Who put that roll cage bar across there?
You did that.
Is that in?
Some guy that looks like you.